A very warm good morning to all my dear students. So, once again, welcome back to economics class. It is for class 11. We are in the same chapter, that is chapter 1, definition and subject matter of economics. So, last time we covered factors of production and we understood what is land, characteristics of land, and also what is labor and characteristics of labor. So today we will understand the third factor, that is capital and also their characteristics. So first let us understand what is capital. By capital we mean those commodities which are not used in the process of consumption but are used in the process of production. It is described as produced means of production. So by capital we mean those commodities or those goods which are not used for consumption purpose but actually which are used to produce another commodities, like, and that is the reason it is also known as produced means of production. So here why it is known as produced means of production? Because it is produced by the man. It is not a free gift of nature. We do not get capital by nature. We have to produce it. Means of production because it is used in the production of process of production. Means we can say that the same capital is used to produce other commodities, like you can say example which is used to produce other commodities. Buildings can be used to produce or to produce another commodities. So that is the reason it is known as produce means of production. Now what are the characteristics of capital? Capital, first character is capital is the result of past labor. So it is not a free gift of nature, it is the part of output produced by the economy. So capital is the result of past labor. It is not a free gift of nature. We do not get it by free of cost or by the gift of nature from the nature. Actually it is a part of outputs produced by the economy. So it is those part which is produced by some person, by the economy, by the country. So now second is capital is productive. If capital goods are used with labor, the productivity of labor increases. Hence capital is demanded in the process of production. So why capital is known as productive? Because if the same capital is used with the labor, means if the labor uses the capital, the productivity of the labor increases, means the labor can produce more commodities, more goods. Hence capital is demanded in the process of production. That is the reason capital is demanded in the process of production. When we produce any commodities, capital is required, it is demanded. Capital is source of future income. How capital is source of future income? Because if the capital is used in the process of production, goods and services are obtained in future and income can be earned by selling these goods and services. So if in the process of production, if we use the capital, we get the goods and services, and the same goods and services we can sell to the people, we can send in the markets and can generate the money which is our future income. That is the reason capital is known as the source of future income. Capital is not infinitely durable. Yes, there is a depreciation of capital. Hence in order to keep the stock of capital unchanged, it is necessary to add to the stock of capital. Here it is not infinitely durable, means we cannot use capital for the whole year, or you can say for the whole life, because there is a time and time will come when the same capital will be vanished, because there is a depreciation. Like you can say here machine, we cannot use machine for the whole life. Same machine cannot be used for the whole life. One time will come when there will be the end up of using of that machine. So that's why there is a depreciation, there is a decrement in the capital. and in order to unchange our stock, means in order to keep our stock unchanged, we need to add the stock of capital. Capital is the result of saving. So how we get the capital? Because of the saving. A part of the output produced by the economy is consumed. So some part of the output is consumed. Okay, that part of output which is not consumed is saved. Additional capital can be obtained from these saving. So here you can see here that some part we consume and those part we do not consume, which we save actually, and that from that saving we again obtain the capital. That is the reason capital is the result of saving. Thank you, students.